good morning from the UK and good evening to you in Hong Kong. As Kathy and Billy have introduced you, my name is Dr. Harry West and I'm the program leader for our BSc Geography degree, which is the sister degree to the Human Geography program that Billy's just been introducing. And so I'll do something similar now for our BSc Physical Geography degree. So just like the BA course, the student satisfaction on our BSc Geography course is also very, very high. So over the past 7 years, we've had an average satisfaction score of 97%, which is very high in terms of the UWE average and all of the programs across the university, but also compared to the national average across the UK as well. So this is something we're very, very proud of. And something we feel really kind of highlights the benefits of joining our BSc Geography course. So when students give us these very high satisfaction scores, they generally kind of write comments and they explain why they've given us those high scores around 4 different themes. And it's those 4 different themes which I've kind of structured this talk around for you. So the first thing is about the interesting and varied nature of our degree, the support the academic staff offer, the excellent learning opportunities, and especially our field trips, which I'll say a bit more about later on as well. And also, just like Billy was saying about the professional development opportunities that we have embedded into the undergraduate course. So I'm going to work through each of those in turn now. So to show you the kind of inverse diagram of what Billy showed you earlier on. So whereas the BA Geography course deals with the kind of the human society, the demographics, the socioeconomics, and then how humans interact with the environment, on the BSc Geography course, we deal with the other side of that image. So we kind of understand physical processes, how the natural environment works, and then also how humans interact with the environment. So an example might be understanding how our river systems or coastal systems work, and then how we can sustainably manage those environments going forward. So we're dealing with the other side of that geographical spectrum there. So in terms of the range of modules and topics that are covered on the degree, so this diagram shows our kind of module structure. I won't go through it all in massive detail here due to time this morning, but this is also available on the website. But to kind of give you a run through of it, the first year of the course is all about kind of settling into higher education in the UK, kind of bringing everyone up to the kind of the same base level of subject knowledge. So we have students joining us directly from their A levels in the UK. So these are typically sort of 18, 19-year-olds coming from school and joining university. We have some kind of older students join the degree. We have international students. This year, we actually do have a student who's joined us from Hong Kong. And so the first year is all about kind of bringing everyone to the same level through a range of different modules there. Then in the second year of the course, this is really focused on understanding kind of physical processes and kind of natural science. So for example, you can see modules there in understanding river processes, coastal dynamics, ecology, understanding the science of meteorology and climate change. It's all about kind of developing a detailed understanding of all of the physical processes which are going on around us. At that point, after finishing second year, there's an option to take a industry placement or a study abroad year. And then moving into the final year of the degree, the focus turns to be a much more applied focus, where we take our understanding of river dynamics or coasts or ecology, and we apply those to a range of different kind of environmental management scenarios. So how can we manage our rivers and coasts? How can we respond to natural hazards and disasters? So that's a very kind of quick overview of the course structure. Just like on the BA Geography course, we make sure we're kind of teaching and assessing in a diversity of different formats. So that the course is very practical in its focus. So students are often doing field work, lab work, data collection, data analysis, both in kind of our GIS labs, our kind of computer-based labs, and also our kind of physical laboratories as well. So it's a very kind of practical and applied course. Most of the assessments on the program are kind of coursework base, so kind of practical portfolios, reports, presentations. We have very, very few kind of traditional exams left in the program, and only actually one left in the program as of next academic year. So in terms of the next point that students really like about our program is the academic support that's available to them. So just like on the BA Geography course, we're a relatively small teaching team. There's probably kind of less than 10 members of staff who are kind of core teaching staff for the BSc Geography degree. And so the benefit of that is that the students on the degree get to know us really well, and vice versa. So we get to know our students really well. We build kind of strong relationships, which results in a kind of very positive learning environment for everyone. So it's a very kind of enjoyable course in that sense. And we're all kind of research active in our different disciplines. So I spend lots of time working with kind of computer software, looking at data from satellites and things like that. We have Todd, who's our resident ecologist, who's quite often crawling around the Amazon rainforest at night looking for rare snakes and things. We have experts in water resources and drought management, kind of conflict geology. So we're all kind of research active experts in our different areas and get to work with a broad range of different organizations as part of that research. But what's really important for us is that whilst we're all research active, we're all very passionate about the work that we do. For us, our focus is always on delivering an excellent student learning experience and prioritizing our teaching and the running of our degrees. So we're all research active, we're all specialists in our different areas, but for us, the priority very much is delivering a high quality student experience. And I think that's fair to say across all of the programs at UWE Bristol. The next thing I'll say a bit about is the learning opportunities, and just like Billy, kind of the obvious place to start there is the field work and field trip opportunities that are embedded in the degree. So we have our first field trip very early on in the first year, and that heads to Dartmoor in the southwest of England. So that's the picture up in the top left-hand corner where students are exploring kind of long-term landscape change, river processes, woodland ecology, but also very importantly, getting to know everyone on the course, getting to know us and spending a week together down in Devon. We also have a range of different day trips across the Bristol region, exploring our fantastic coastline and rivers, with students developing a range of different skills there. We have our residential field trip in second year. So when the human geographers head off to Majorca, we head off to northern France, to the Brittany coastline, where students are developing their own research projects and undertaking very applied and focused fieldwork there. So we usually have a very sunny week in the north of France over Easter. And then we have the same opportunity in the final year to take on a much longer period of fieldwork as part of the final year of study. As Billy said, this year we had a fantastic time spending 2 weeks in South Africa. And next year we are bringing the expedition modules slightly closer to home and exploring the island of Lanzarote, which is a fantastic playground for physical geographers, some very interesting ecology, coastal processes, and of course the very unique volcanic landscape of the island as well. So we're very much looking forward to heading there next year. Where possible, we also try to involve students in our research activities, and that often involves fieldwork opportunities. So our colleague Chad Stadden has been able to take students all around the world to places like Kenya, Uganda, Chile, Argentina, all over the world as part of his research, looking at kind of sustainable water resources in those areas. And the final thing that I will just mention that students really like about our BSc Geography course is the kind of really good professional development opportunities we have embedded in the program as well. So geography is a very, very employable subject. And so we do as much of this as we can to kind of promote the range of opportunities available to our students. So we do this by kind of making sure we're working with industry standard software in all of our teaching. So things like ArcGIS Pro, Flood Modeler Pro. So students are learning the kind of very applied and technical skills they will need in their future employment. And we also have modules built in throughout the degree as well. So all of our geography students in their second year do a professional development module where we start students thinking about their kind of professional journey, the different career options that are available to them. And we've also got the opportunity in the course as well for students to head off on year-long placements or even kind of shorter work experience professional opportunities as well. So we have students heading off to places like the UK Environment Agency, which is the organisation responsible for our river and coastal management, amongst other things. We have students going off and doing kind of GIS spatial analysis roles, conservation, ecology, that they go off and explore a range of different areas and careers as part of their placement or professional experience options as well. And the final thing I'll say is we are accredited by 3 different professional bodies on the BSc Geography degree, which is something we're very pleased that these 3 different professional organizations and institutions recognize the quality of the teaching and the learning on the BSc Geography degree. So we're accredited just like the BA by the Royal Geographical Society, but also by the Institution of Environmental Sciences and the Chartered Institution of Water and Environmental Management, CIWEM as well. And our students get free membership to the IES and CIWEM, and we encourage our students to kind of join in those networks and make the most of those professional bodies. So I'll wrap up there because I realise I've gone slightly over time. Apologies, Cathy. But hopefully if you've got any questions, we'll have some time at the end to pick up on those.